Please welcome to the stage our Assistant Golf Professional of the Year and our Professional Development Award winner, Carrie De Gree. Moderating is one of her mentors, Mr. Bill Morach.
Come on down, Miss De Gree. Okay, well, congratulations. And since you won 2 awards, I think it was 15 minutes per award, so we got a half hour, so you folks just settle on in. We're not going anywhere for a while.
Well, John will like it because I never speak at anything else, so.
All right, well, that's my job, is to get you talking. So for the rest of the crowd, why don't you tell all of us about how you got started in the game of golf?
You know, both my parents worked, and instead of putting us in daycare, they put us in junior golf. And my grandparents lived at Bend Golf Club, so the easiest way was to put us in the junior golf program at Bend Golf Club. So we went over there every Monday. Grandma and Grandpa took us out. Grandma and Grandpa took us on the golf course, and that's what we did every summer. Then we had a great, there was a couple out of California that started Central Oregon Junior Golf, as many know as Koja. We went into that and just continued.
And so how was that led you to becoming a golf pro?
Well, as many may not know, I am probably the shyest person that you'll find. In high school, I was told I was going out for the golf team, not asked, I was told. And then I was also told, you're going to apply to play for college. Okay. So one of my golf coaches, Tim Burke, who is in California, told me one day, you could go play college golf. Okay. So I applied to go to Gonzaga. I never saw Gonzaga before the day I moved in. Never met my golf coach till the first team meeting. And I stayed in Spokane for summer school and got the chance to work for Steve Prugh, which after college graduation, never knew what to do. And he was like, why don't you turn pro? Okay. So I turned professional. At that time, he was, I believe, the Inland Empire president. He was also the in charge of the orientation committee. And as many know, you had to take a rules test. And if anyone knows his wife, Susan, she knows that rules decision book inside and out. So he kind of was like, you're good. No, I took it. I did pass, but he kind of pushed me into it, and I said, okay. So Steve Prugh is the one that actually told me to go turn professional.
So in the time that I've known you, you've grown a lot as a golf pro, and exhausted by all the different things that I see that you do, because you wear many hats and do many things and charge so much or got your hands in so much. Do you have one or two favorite things that you do? Junior golf, merchandising, working with other assistants, the mentoring, the day-to-day, the teaching, the playing, and all that. Is there one or two things that really stand out? What's your passion for the golf business?
To be honest, I don't think there's actually one. One day you might ask me if it's junior golf. Other days I'm like, I couldn't do another junior golf to save my life. But then you get I had a day off from a junior winter academy and got a text message from my assistant that said, Jack and Max wanted to send you a video. They wanted to bug you. They came into the shop just to see me. And all of a sudden I was like, yeah, that's why I do it every Wednesday and Saturday. Junior golf, there are future golf professionals. There are future members. They're the future leaders of this. And if I get the chance to shape their life, if it's just to teach them how to play golf, if they don't do anything else than that, at least they can remember, I was one of their instructor. I am very fortunate that one of the junior golfers that I actually had the chance to coach in my early years is here today because he just became a member, Connor Moran. didn't know that he was a golf professional, and I ran into him last year at Tualatin Country Club during the chapter championship. He goes, "Hey, Carrie, it's Connor. I'm a golf professional now." Look to the people I was playing with. I go, "You know you're old when one of these, one of your high school or junior golfers is now an assistant golf professional." I think every day is different, especially at Royal Oaks. We are so busy that never 2 days are the same. You get the chance to merchandise. You get the chance to teach. You get the chance to play in a tournament. You get to, coach a fellow assistant. Every day is different. It's the joy because we're not sitting in a cubicle, and you have the chance to change someone's life or change someone's day every day that you walk into the golf shop.
So I want to thank you for getting the mentor conference started back up, and for so many in the room know that Sean Frederickson, that was one of his passion points and something that he was so good at, and kind of almost leading the country in having a mentoring conference. Tell us how you got back into how and why that got started again with the mentoring conference that was so successful this last year.
Hard not to get emotional about Sean. Sean, it doesn't matter who you were or what you did, he remembered who you were. I remember coming into the section, he learned my name. Anytime I saw him, he'd address me by name. I left the section for a couple years. I came back, he still knew my name. He was big on the assistant, the associate, the growth of the individual and not himself. And after his passing, I had found out that he was actually trying to revive the mentoring and networking conference that he had started in 2012, which I attended the first one, which actually I met Bill Morach for the first time at the 2012 conference. And when I left, I said, one day I need to work for him. And in 2016, I got the opportunity to work for Scott. Scott's standing in the corner right there, staring at me. So I got the chance to work for Bill, and
I'm Bill.
Yep. Confused, I know. But I remember getting the call from Bill when I accepted the job, and I called my dad and I said, I knew you were going to make me a duck one way or the other. But I got the opportunity to work for Bill, and Sean was such a big part, and I know Sean was one of Bill's mentors and a professional that he looked up to. And without really knowing, I remember standing in Tacoma at the merchandise show, and I was talking to Dominic and I was talking to Chris Nallen. Somehow I got talking about mentoring and networking, that we needed individuals to help us and mentor us and have that person to help us through the program. And each one of them said, that's your platform. That's what you need. And I knew that I needed to bring it back. Molly, myself, and Dominic worked for 3 years to bring it back. We had COVID that kind of got in the middle. But this last November, we were able to revive the mentoring conference. We held it at Royal Oaks. And it was so much fun to see individuals come, the professionals, the head pros bring their assistants and associates to just meet people. And that's really the biggest part, is just meeting, networking, and giving someone an avenue to help them through this profession.
So tell us about some of your mentors, or some of the things that you learned or that have become part of your philosophy with being a golf professional. Some of the best lessons you've learned.
Steve Prugh always made with junior golf, make it as fun as you can with the juniors. If they're having fun, they go home, they tell their parents they want to continue to come out. Yourself. Where adding something to your resume every year just enhances who you are and gets to know. I wouldn't be a certified professional if it wasn't for Bill. I probably wouldn't even be on a committee if it wasn't for Bill. Bill was the education committee chair for the section of the chapter when I worked for him. Go figure. I went to every single education opportunity that he did. Now I'm the education chairperson. Now with Scott and being able to mentor the people below me. I get the opportunity to learn what Scott does from a head pro position and trying to lead new associates that we have that are going through the program and trying to give them the tools to become what we are today.
So I'm sure there's some people in the room that you want to thank. So tell us about them.
There's so many people. I mean, I have to thank Scott and Royal Oaks for the opportunity to be able to serve in what I do. I sit on the Oregon chapter board. I'm also the section education chairperson. That takes me away from, Royal Oaks. I can't thank, Carissa and Molly and Amy. We will be 3 female presidents next year. Just having friends and people in the same situation. John Grothy, Chris Nallen, who they literally told me I was running for secretary 2 years ago. I said, okay. John and Jay with Callaway giving me the opportunity to play and to promote. I mean, there's so many people, my family, and all of you in the room. I can't be successful without you. You guys drive me to be better. I'm trying to do everything I can to make your jobs easier and your life easier, especially in this profession.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the Professional Development Award winner and the Assistant Golf Professional of the Year, Carrie De Gree.